Financial instrument number 2, open market operation. That is asked every time. Can be asked this question. Open market operation. Open market operation means buying and selling of shares and securities. Buying and selling of shares and securities in the open market by the RBI. Buying and selling of shares and securities in the open market by the RBI, known as OMO. Open market operation. Open market operation means buying and selling. Buying and selling. Buying and selling of shares and securities in the open market by RBI, known as OMO, open market operation. Now suppose there is inflation. What are the features of inflation? During this inflation, the quantity of money circulating in the economy is too much. Quantity of money circulating in the economy is too much. So what is the objective of RBI? Absorb the excess liquidity from the economy. In order to absorb the excess liquidity, which policy they should adopt? Dear money or cost cheap money? Dear money. Make money costlier. Dear money. Open market operation, buying and selling of shares and security. During inflationary period, to absorb the excess money from the economy and to reduce and contract the quantity of money in circulation during inflationary period, government securities are sold by the Reserve Bank of India during inflationary period. Government securities are sold by the Reserve Bank of India in the open market during inflationary period. Bond, small denomination bond, RBI is selling, government bond, RBI is selling in the market. Altogether, in small denomination, suppose 500 crores rupees worth of government bonds are sold by the Reserve Bank in market. In the market, government bonds total worth 500 crores of rupees government sold. Now, these 500 crores rupees worth of bonds may be purchased by whom? We the individual can purchase, commercial banks can purchase, corporates, production, manufacturing firms can purchase, cooperative society can, anybody, any institution or any person can buy. Now, these 500 crores of rupees worth of bond issued by the RBI on behalf of the government of India, purchased by the institutions and individuals in the economy. Anganeyangil, these 500 crores of rupees will flow from where to where? From the economy, 500 crores of rupees will flow to. About the quantity of money in circulation can be reduced. Inflationary pressure can be reduced. About open market operation during inflationary period means selling government securities through RBI. Selling government securities through Reserve Bank of India in the open market. Then, suppose there is depression. What is the feature of depression? What is the feature of depression? During depression period, you know that the quantity of money circulating in the economy is too little. Production is low. Income low. Employment opportunity low. Objective, pump more money into the economy to revive the economy. Pump more money to revive the economy. And to pump more money, what should be the policy? Cheap money or dear money? What policy? Cheap money. Make money cheaper and cheaper. And if open market operation is used, how can RBI pump more money? Buy. RBI should buy the private shares and security. Shares and securities available in the market is purchased by the Reserve Bank of India on behalf of the central government. Depression period, buying of shares and securities from the open market by the RBI. RBI is purchasing the shares and securities issued by the private firms, companies, corporates in the market. Various companies share bond all taken together 500 crores, suppose 500 crores rupees worth of government purchasing shares and securities from the market. In order to purchase the securities worth total 500 crores of rupee, money 500 crores of rupees will flow from where to where? From the RBI to the economy. Pumping money into the economy. To pump more money during depression period, buy government securities, buy the shares and securities available in the market available at vaanchu pump cheya. These two are traditional instruments aanengilum even today it is used. A most important instrument of controlling inflation and deflation, better than bank rate, better than repo rate, because it has many merits. So open market operation is a usually recommended instrument for controlling inflation and deflation. During inflationary period, buying or selling? During inflationary period, buying or selling? What? Selling. Selling what? Government securities through Reserve Bank of India. And during depression period, to pump more money, buying. Clear? So that is open market operation, traditional instrument.
Private equities are private shares. Company government already issues the bond already.
It can repurchase. Before if the government is buying back the bond before the maturity, it is equivalent to pumping more money. In order to pump more money, government may recall the bond before maturity period. Before maturity period recall cheythu kazhinjal, the intention is that the money pumping into the economy necessary, so government is doing like that.
Maturity period inflation time situation already issues with the 3 bonds.
To control that inflation, you are selling. Government bonds are sold through the RBI. To control the inflationary pressure, government bonds are sold as a correction method. The next traditional method is CRR. What is CRR? Cash reservation ratio. What is the definition of cash reservation ratio? All commercial banks have to maintain a certain percentage of the total deposit of a commercial bank under the control and custody of RBI, known as CRR. It is compulsory. All commercial banks have to maintain a certain percentage of the total deposit of the commercial bank under the control and custody of RBI. RBI. And what is the percent CRR? Which is fixed by the RBI. The CRR will be fixed by the Reserve Bank of India. What is the percent for the last so many years? 4%. 4%. But what do you mean by CRR at present? 4% of the total deposits of a commercial bank, equivalent amount shall be deposited in liquid cash. Rupee terms. It should be deposited under RBI's control. Similarly, for the deposit of CRR, RBI will not give any rate of interest. RBI will not give any rate of interest. Statement like RBI will provide a rate of interest for the cash reservation ratio. Wrong. For the cash reservation ratio, no rate of interest is offered by the RBI. Compulsorily, a percentage is deposit. Daily it is to be maintained. For example, suppose bank A, commercial bank A, today finds that there is a total of, let us assume that the commercial bank is having some 10 lakh rupees. 10 lakh crore no, or 10 lakh rupees, suppose the total deposit of a commercial bank on a particular day. It may be crores and crores of rupees. For easy, suppose 10 lakh rupees of the total deposit, including time deposit, all the deposits taken together. That is a current account, savings bank account, time deposit, all taken together. Suppose 10 lakh rupee, that is a total deposit of a commercial bank A on this day. Daily it is to be maintained. And let us assume for simple purpose, 10% CRR is fixed. 10% is the CRR fixed by the Reserve Bank of India for the time being. Anganaanengil, this bank A should maintain how much CRR? 10 lakhs rupees. 10 lakh rupees, 10% is to be maintained. About 1 lakh rupee. 1 lakh rupee, 1 lakh. CRR maintenance is necessary by the bank. Compulsorily, 1 lakh rupee is to maintain as CRR by the bank. Anganaanengil, the bank is having balance after CRR only 9 lakhs. Balance 9 lakh rupee the commercial bank is having for giving loan. The commercial bank is free. Maximum now loan lending capacity of this commercial bank is 9 lakh. Under the condition 9 lakh, more than that it is not possible. Daily it is to maintain. Now it is practically weekly it is calculated. Weekly it is calculated to see the maintenance. And 9 lakh rupees are now maximum loan capacity of the commercial bank. Suppose there is inflation at the period. At this time there is inflation. What is the objective? Dear money policy. Reduce the quantity of money in circulation or increase the quantity of money in circulation. What is the objective? Reduce the quantity. Reduce the loan lending capacity of the commercial bank. In order to reduce the loan lending capacity of the commercial bank, what is the instrument? CRR, if it is used, increase or decrease the CRR? Increase the CRR from 10. 10 10.50, 11, 12, it can increase. Suppose it is doubled to 20, double 20%, suppose. Doubled to 20%. This bank with 10 lakh of rupees as loan, now 20% of 10 lakh. 20% of 10 lakh. 1 lakh rupee is not sufficient for CR. Additional 1 lakh is also there, 2 lakhs total. 2 lakh reservation. 2 lakh reservation necessary to the bank. Loan lending capacity of the bank is reduced to not 9, 8 lakhs. But now the loan lending capacity is reduced. The credit creation capacity of the commercial bank is reduced by increasing CRR during inflationary period. But to reduce the credit creation capacity during inflationary period, increase CRR. Suppose the period is depression. The period is depression, 10% CRR original. At that time there was a depression, and so that reduce the quantity of credit creation by commercial bank. That's the objective. In order to reduce the credit creation capacity and money supply in the country, CRR is to depression period and pump more money into the economy. To pump more money into the economy during depression period, CRR from 10% reduced to 9.5% and 9%. Suppose it is halved, 5%. it is reduced to 5%. And if it is reduced to 5%, we find 1 lakh need not require. Under the circumstance, same condition and sun condition is the same. 1 lakh reservation not necessary. 5% of 10 lakh, that is 50,000 rupees sufficient. 1 lakh venda, half. 50,000 rupee reservation alone is sufficient. Upper balance is 9.5 on 9 lakh 50,000, 9 lakh and 50,000 rupee is around. 9.5 ഉണ്ട്. 9.5 lakh rupee credit creation increased from 9 to 9.5. Increased from 9 to 9.5 lakh credit creation on reduction of CRR. During inflationary period, CRR is to increase. During depression period, CRR is to reduce. Therefore, what is the relationship between CRR and credit creation capacity of commercial bank? What is the relationship between CRR and the credit creation capacity of a commercial bank? Inversely related, reciprocally related. There is a reciprocal relation, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ inverse relationship existing between credit creation capacity of a commercial bank and the CRR. Higher the CRR, lower the credit creation, and lower the CRR, higher the credit creation capacity of a commercial bank. These three methods, traditional bank rate, open market operation, and variable cash reservation ratio, the best one is OMO, open market operation, is comparatively better than any of the traditional instruments. In modern instruments, we have already taken in detail earlier. Repo rate, reverse repo rate, we have already done. What is repo rate area? What is reverse repo rate area? During inflationary period, as a regulatory dear money policy. Inflationary dear money policy analog to reduce the quantity of money and credit in circulation during inflationary period as a dear money policy, RR, repo rate shall increase or decrease. Ellathinum increase ആണ്. Without any exemption during inflationary period, ഏത് ഇൻസ്ട്രുമെൻ്റ് ആയിരുന്നാലും ശരി തന്നെ increase the repo rate. When the repo rate is increased, what happens? Credit becomes costly. Credit becomes costly to commercial bank. ഇവിടെ ഗവൺമെൻറ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റിയാണ് ദ മീഡിയ. റിപ്പോ റേറ്റ് ഈസ് എഫക്റ്റഡ് ത്രൂ ഗവൺമെൻറ് സെക്യൂരിറ്റി ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻസ് ഉണ്ട്. അതിൻ്റെ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് ഒക്കെ നമുക്കറിയാം. അപ്പോൾ ഡ്യൂറിങ് ഇൻഫ്ലേഷണറി പീരിയഡ് ദ റിപ്പോ റേറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇൻക്രീസ്ഡ് ആൻഡ് ഡ്യൂറിങ് ഡിപ്രഷൻ പീരിയഡ് റിപ്പോ റേറ്റ് ഈസ് റെഡ്യൂസ്ഡ്. അങ്ങനെയാണ് നൗ വി ആർ റെഡ്യൂസിങ് ദ റിപ്പോ റേറ്റ് സ്റ്റേജ് ബൈ സ്റ്റേജ് സിൻസ് ഇന്ത്യ ഈസ് ഫേസിങ് എ ഡൗൺ ട്രെൻഡ്. As India is facing a downtrend, to boost up the economy, repo rate is now reduced. Reverse repo rate ഇതുപോലെ തന്നെയാണ്. Reverse repo rate is also increased during inflationary period and reduced during depression period. Both RR and RR, same manner, എല്ലാം increased during inflationary period and decreased during depression period. As a dear money policy increase, as a cheap money policy reduce. Again, we need not explain. SLR, what do you mean by SLR? Similar to CRR, but the difference is that CRR can be maintained or should be maintained in cash. In monetary terms, money terms, liquid cash, paper note, rupee note, you have to maintain. It is known as cash reservation. That is why the amount is also, percentage is also low, 4%. 4% of the total deposit, small amount, which can be maintained in liquid form, liquid cash. We call it as cash reservation ratio. SLR higher percentage. SLR is a higher percentage, and sometimes it may be 18%, 20%, 24% of the total deposit. Very same, total deposit. Total deposit of the commercial bank, a higher percentage is to be maintained as statutory liquidity ratio. A higher percentage means a large amount, crores and crores of rupees you have to maintain by SLR. In terms of cash, if it is maintained, commercial bank will confront with heavy losses. Commercial bank may confront with heavy losses if SLR is maintained in cash terms. Crores and crores of rupees they have to maintain, which may be a loss to commercial bank. So it can be maintained in easily convertible form of asset. Need not be in cash. It can be maintained in easily convertible form of asset. What are the easily convertible form of asset? Or you may say the easily convertible form of asset without any risk you can maintain is government security. Security. If you want, you can maintain in gold, but gold is not sometimes the price may remain constant for a period. For gold price may not be so highly increasing at all time, we cannot say. Better than any of the asset, government security, riskless, highly marketable, and a certain income also you will get. Though the income is lower, no risk is involved. Commercial bank usually prefer government security as a media for maintaining SLR. Karna risk illa, and the amount is also too big. It can be traded, and therefore they will maintain SLR in government security form. Then, during inflationary period, as a dear money policy to reduce the credit creation capacity of the commercial bank, SLR should increase. If the SLR is increased, more government security they have to maintain. Reduce the loan and use that amount for purchasing government security to maintain SLR, credit creation capacity will be reduced. Similar to CRR. Inversely related are the credit creation capacity as well as the SLR are inversely related. And so during inflationary period, increase SLR, and during depression period, reduce SLR. By increasing SLR as a dear money policy during inflationary period, contraction possible. And during depression period as a liberal money policy to create more money and credit in circulation, SLR is reduced. And when SLR is reduced, more cash is available for loan lending to commercial bank. Same method. All same method, media is allowed different. SLR. Then MSF, marginal standing facility. Marginal standing facility, MSF. MSF means, we have already taken in the last class, a repo operation. What is the maximum eligibility of a commercial bank for loans and advances from the RBI? Maximum eligibility 1% of the total deposit of a commercial bank equivalent amount. 1% of the total deposit of a commercial bank equivalent amount is the loan maximum ceiling limit. Maximum ceiling limit is 1% of the total deposit. Total deposit in the equivalent amount maximum kitollu. 25% of the ceiling alone will be given at fixed repo rate. 75% will be given at a higher repo rate known as term repo rate. 75% will be given only at a higher rate of interest known as term repo rate.